Taiwan is bursting with heaps of fun places to explore. Join me, Amber Hatfield, as I hit up travel hotspots, soak up some culture, and hunt down hidden gems. Let's go! Hi, welcome back to Let's Go. On today's show, I have a guest who is actually the sister of my colleague Fil Leskovsky. And this is Natalia. Today we're going to chat a little bit about traveling and where all the places that you've been to, and it's going to be good stuff. So would you say you're really into traveling?
Yes, but then at the same time, no. So the reason why I do like traveling is, of course, like everyone else, you like to explore, you like to see new cultures, meet new people, see the world a little bit. But at the same time, after a while, you really want to get to a place that you don't have to all the time unpack and repack your suitcase. So
yeah.
I do like traveling, but I do like stay in one place a little bit longer.
Yeah, exactly. So what all places have you traveled to?
I've just done a working holiday visa experience in New Zealand for 8 months.
And how was it?
It was very good. It's just very far. Otherwise, I would visit again, but it's just very far away. It was a beautiful experience. I really recommend to go there.
And you've also lived in the UK for a while, right?
I did. Yes, I did live there for over 8 years. And then in between, of course, you have your, holidays or vacation or so. So I traveled a little bit around Asia. So that was the first time 4 years ago when I came to Taiwan. That was the reason as well. So I did a bit of Southeast Asia and then I went to States for a bit. Now, of course, a little bit New Zealand. I'm still missing Central and South America.
Oh, yeah, me too. Yeah. I'm planning to go there sometime soon, maybe, actually. Yeah, so that's pretty exciting. So you said you've been in Asia a little bit. Did you go to other countries in Asia before Taiwan, or was Taiwan the first Asian country?
No, that was the last one to go to.
Okay.
I'm still missing really Japan. It's my sort of to go, but I really want to experience that proper, a longer time. I just don't want to go there we talked about it. I just don't want to go there just to tick off the list. I really want to experience Japan. But I went to so I've been to Thailand, Cambodia, and then Vietnam. That was with Philip as well. It's a family trip.
Oh, awesome. Are you a big fan of Asia then, would you say?
I am.
Okay.
I am. And I think it started since we were children, I would say. We've really had, we always loved the food, always, since we were little. And then I really wanted to, before my studies, I really wanted to study Japanese.
Oh.
And my brother wants to do study Chinese, so I don't know why. We were always okay, Asia. So
right.
It's always, I don't know, the people here is just more, they live different lifestyle. The Western people, I think it's more, you always rush for something. You always try to get somewhere. You always try to have more experiences and more, which here in Asian countries, I feel like they really live in the present and they enjoy the moment, or they don't need as much stuff as we do in Western life, which I really like that kind of lifestyle.
Do you think coming to Taiwan would have been on your radar if your brother hadn't have moved here?
No, I don't think so, unfortunately. But I'm very sad about it because people usually when you imagine, okay, let's go for a holiday to Southeast Asia, everyone goes to Thailand, to Vietnam because it's cheap, it's very touristic and so on. Nobody really hears about Taiwan. Oh, okay, that's an also option. And I have to say I'm really ashamed of it because when Philip called me to come to Taiwan, I said I don't really, it's not I don't want to, but I prefer to go different places, exactly the same mind.
Yeah.
And then when we came to Taiwan and I only had a week here left, I was so upset that I should have spent so much longer time than just that week. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of stuff to see considering how small of an island it is.
Exactly,
there's a lot of stuff to do. Yeah.
And even though if Philip still wasn't living here, I think I would come here anyway. After that first time, changed my mind and I was I need to see it. the thing about Taiwan, what like resonates in my mind is I never ever seen so much green.
Okay.
The trees, they're so bushy. I've never seen anything like that before. It's just unbelievable. And the country's like, I think it's like 70% is just a green.
I was going to ask that actually, like when you first came to Taiwan, was there anything that kind of struck you, or like did you feel any, like was there anything that kind of stood out specifically that was Taiwan-ish compared to other countries in Asia that you went to?
When people ask me like, okay, how was Taiwan? The first thing on my mind is the green.
I'm wondering if you've been to any of the like higher mountains in Taiwan and seen, because they have kind of like alpine scenery almost. Have you seen any of that?
No, unfortunately not. But we did try when I was here in April. Phil tried to. I think you have to apply to go like for a hike,
like permits and stuff.
The permit, yeah. But it was rejected. So unfortunately, we didn't have. Time to go. But we did for New Year's Eve. We went to this area, Wulin, is it called?
Yeah, Wulin Farm.
Yeah. So that's the sort of the base track of the Snow Mountain, which is the second highest mountain in Taiwan. Thankfully, was no snow, so we could go out there. But yeah, we took a sort of like a walks around and in the forest, and it was very lovely. We were so thankful. It was such a beautiful day. It was so sunny that day, so it made it even more outstanding. Like it was really, really nice. But unfortunately, no, not up to the mountain.
Maybe next time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was there anything else that you thought about? Like maybe, I know a lot of foreigners when they come to Taiwan for the first time, they're kind of shocked by like the scooters and the traffic and stuff like that. But I'm not sure if you would have been if you've been to other countries in Asia.
Between New Zealand and Taiwan, I just spent 2 weeks in Bali.
Okay.
Now, and that's completely different. So I think from all those, compared to the countries that I've been to in Asia, I think that Taiwan is, they follow the rules. They're more taking care of the surroundings around you. In Bali, they just drive literally south, west, east, whatever. You just have suddenly 6 bikes around you and cars, and so I think I'm pretty safe here. I think if somebody comes here for the first time, maybe it can be a little bit cultural shock, but coming from all these other countries first, I think this is very safe to drive here now. I'm like, yeah, this is normal.
Yeah. You just mentioned cultural shock, and that's actually something else I wanted to talk about a little bit. So you grew up in Slovakia, right?
That's correct, yeah.
And where is that, in a big city, or did you?
It is a city. I think it's around around 100,000 people. So for us, Slovakia is only like 5 million people, sort of like a 5th or 4th biggest city. So yes, pretty much city girl. However, compared to the, of course, any other big cities is nothing.
Yeah, I'm just wondering what you think about Taipei in terms of like, do you feel like it's like a big city to you? Does it feel really bustling and like a big place, or is it not really so much? Have you lived in bigger places and stuff?
No, I never. No. I haven't lived in a bigger place, and I don't think I would be able to. Well, first of all, at the moment, I live in a very remote area. I live in Norway and in Sweden in a ski resort, so that's very quiet area. Taipei's, somebody said like it's very compact to the other like major cities or big cities in the world, which still for me, where now Phil lives, and I have to now go somewhere, and it's just an hour by MRT or something. It's too far and it's too long for me to imagine that I have to spend, I don't know, to meet friends for a coffee, and I have to travel an hour. So Taipei for me, if you look at the map, it looks very compact, that's true. But if you really have to travel from A to B point, I think it's quite big. But it feels, I don't know, but it feels very... of course, because I don't understand Chinese, so all the streets look very similar to me. However, I think the different areas, you can tell the difference. The districts are very different to me.
How have you found it, like traveling or being around in Taiwan without having any Chinese? I mean, I guess you've had a guide.
Yes.
But have you had to do anything by yourself or struggled?
Yes, so when Phil is at work, I was like, okay, I'm going to explore myself. So first of all, I mean, thankfully, Google Maps helps a lot
Yeah.
to get from A to B point. But I think the MRT is amazing. You can really get anywhere you need to. So that's really good. I think the transportation in Taipei is amazing. It goes very often. It just goes to the places where you really want to. So it's super, super good. I think it's quite straightforward once you get into it, like to get on bus and an MRT. But it's very hard for me, and especially because I don't really go to the city center. And if I want to go to places where there are not very like international people, especially food is very hard to order. So yes, it takes me a while until I start starving myself, and I'm like, all right, I need to get some food.
Starving yourself. Oh no.
It takes me a while. It's like, okay, you keep looking at the signs and you don't understand. So you need to get the phone out, you need to translate it and everything. So that's really hard. I think that's the hardest thing, to get food.
That's it for the first episode of my chat with Natalia about her trips in Taiwan and her experience of the country. Join again next week where we'll continue our talk about her trip this time in Taipei and all the things she got up to. See you next time. Bye.
Hello, it's Sharon Lin. Hope you have been listening to my show, Come Along, with new episodes up every Monday. We talk about the arts, history, culture, and local life of Taiwan and beyond. I will take you to historic sites, museums, unique destinations, and exhibits, such as Taiwan's presidential office, the National Human Rights Museum, tour around Taipei 101 with their COO, and of course, head to night markets. We also talk to cool people like Emily Wai Wu of Ghost Island Media, the Gleam Ensemble, an early music platform in Taiwan, local drag queen Boba Tea, curators of the Taipei Biennial, foreign ambassadors in Taiwan, and more exciting content to come. You can listen to Come Along on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, RTI's website and app. Let's kick off Monday with sunshine here on Come Along. See you then!